G'day folks, it's Rob here and welcome to our Backyard Farm and Aquaponics YouTube channel. Lizzie and I, excuse me, just got to throw a ball, I've decided to do a bit of a clip today just to help you folks out, try and find some useful information around our YouTube page. I get a load of questions every day on everything from the aquaponics to chickens to how to build the self-watering bed, so I thought what I'd do is just inform you about some ways you can help yourself rather than sending me a message all the time, mainly because it can take quite a while for me to respond. So the idea behind playlists on YouTube is basically what you can do is you can bookmark a whole heap of similar content, say themed around aquaponics or chickens or whatnot, in one playlist, and I like to keep a couple of these on our front page on our YouTube channel. Just basically means that you can go there, find the playlist you're selecting, all of our compost worms or soil compost, and I think mulch is another one. Just click on them and just go through the videos and find the ones that interest you, and you can take from them what you will. Now, lately I've been getting a load of questions about aquaponics. The reason I'd say is because you folks in the Northern Hemisphere are just coming out of hibernation. Some of you have been out for a couple of months now, and you're wanting to have a crack at building your own aquaponics system, so I can totally understand that. So what I thought I'd do is I'll just run through the aquaponics playlist that we have on the go on our channel. Now, the how to build an aquaponics playlist is basically somewhere where I've compiled a lot of helpful clips without any walk around bits and pieces, just showing you how you can build or run different parts of your system. The first two clips I have on the top of the playlist are looking at how you can build your own small IBC or barrel systems. The IBC system is a little chop and flip system, absolutely fantastic for small courtyards. Not only that, you can pop it into a larger backyard and expand on that over time. It basically becomes a sump and the backbone to your system. The small little system I have is a 50 gallon or 200 litre chop and flip aquaponic barrel system. A little system this size is perfect for a small apartment, balcony, or maybe just a little entranceway into your own house. And there's also a recent clip on how to basically position your aquaponic system to make the most of the sun as it moves across your yard, just so you get better growth out of your plants. As well as the whole system clips, I've also got a number of other clips that look at building individual components, because I know a lot of us out there in the aquaponic community are into the DIY side of things. So the first clip that may help you folks out is how to build your own little bell siphon. It's based on the design that I've used here and I found works really well. In that clip I also include a little bit of a look at how bell siphons work, just for you folks who like to know how things tick. A clip on how to build a small radial flow filter will help you folks out who are looking at how to reduce the amount of solids that collect in the grow beds. How to set up an aquaponic grow bed and select the right rock is a clip that might interest you folks who are looking at not using the clay media that we use here in the grow beds. It just basically runs through a little trick that you can use when you're at the landscape supplies, just to make sure the rock you're going to use won't, lead you up the path later on and cause you problems. There's a look at some basic DIY drain fittings and also an explanation on how solid lifting outlets, otherwise known as slows, work when it comes to removing the fish solids out of the fish tanks and into filters or grow beds. There's a DIY Venturi clip in there as well. It's inspired by the awesome one that CC Bear from the Backyard Aquaponics forum has built, and there's also another system in there, a backup 12 volt air system that came from the Backyard Aquaponics forum as well. Chainsaw came up with that design, and thanks mate, it works a treat. I'll put a link to the Backyard Aquaponics forum homepage in the description below, so you can go suss them out as well if you're new to aquaponics and haven't stumbled upon them yet. How to release fingerlings into a system is a clip all to itself, as does how we harvest using ikijimi when the time comes, just to make it as humane as possible for the fish. In the playlist I've also included a clip that has a fairly up-to-date tour of the whole aquaponic system, mainly because one of my most commonly asked questions is, where does this go in the system? Where does a filter go in the system? How does the sump work, and where does the water come from the pump? So that clip gives you a tour of the system and follows the water trail through the whole lot. There's also another clip I've popped in there which is an explanation. It's a very bare bones basic explanation on how aquaponics works. I shot it a few years ago and could probably do with a bit of an update. There's also a very short playlist just looking at some of the harvests we've had from the aquaponics, including the bumper ginger harvest we had from this bed here last season in 2016. There's also one in there just looking at how we've cooked up some of the perch we've taken out. So I hope that's helped you folks out who are trying to find content on our channel here. Just excuse me. Just need to throw a ball. I know it can be very confusing when you're trying to scroll through all the different clips trying to find the subject matter that you're chasing. So yeah, check out those playlists in the description below and also on the homepage. So one way you can be kept up to date with the clips as I post them here to YouTube is by clicking the subscribe button. It'll appear at the end of the clip. It's a picture of my hairy little mug. You click on that icon, then you need to check a little bell, and YouTube will send you either email updates or they'll send a push through the YouTube app. I think that's what they call it, a push notice through the YouTube app on your mobile phone. So just quickly, I really do need to thank all you fabulous folks out there in YouTube land who do keep coming back and watching these videos. I mean, you know, if it wasn't for your help at certain times, yeah, there'd be a few failures around the patch, and I really do appreciate it. Some of you I've been corresponding with now for up to 3 or 4 years off of YouTube, so that's been fantastic too. I will leave it there, go and throw the ball for the dog. I do hope you're all well and happy and that your own gardens and aquaponics are booming, and I'll catch you next clip. Cheers folks, have a great one. There you go. She's persistent. Come on, here we go. Thank you. One more, then I've got to talk. Sit, stay. Good girl, good girl. Sorry folks.